What is up, YouTube? Welcome to a new video. And today we're going to talk about a little bit of inflation, but more so, we're going to dive into the NASDAQ, the market, what the market did today, where it's going, where I see it going, and overall just where we stand. Because right now there's a lot of confusion, a lot of uncertainty, people freaking out, being bearish, but then there's also people being bullish. I'm more bullish on the market, but we're going to dive in, look at some key levels, talk about inflation a little bit, and yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So we did get some good news about inflation. We saw inflation come down 8.5%, which is a lot better than June's 9.1%, which was a bit scary, but it was cool to see inflation actually drop down a little bit, showing signs of improvement. We are not out of the woods yet. We still have a long ways to go. The Fed is still planning to do more rate hikes. Their baseline is the 50 BP rate hike. We don't know if we're going to get the 50 BP rate hike or if we get the 75 BP rate hike. But I think with the improvement that we have seen in inflation, I don't think they see the need to raise another 75 BP. It is possible. We could see the 50, but who knows, right? Inflation is still really high. It's at a multi-decade high, and the Fed wants to get it under control and bring it down. So they're going to do whatever they see necessary to bring that down. My personal opinion, I think we get a 50 BP rate hike, but we will see when that time comes. Let's go ahead and dive into the charts here. We had quite the interesting day in the stock market, to say the least. We go look at the day here. We hit highs on the NASDAQ of 13,575, and then all of a sudden just tanked, and that could be because of the article that came out here that said, let me see, pull this up here. Fed officials say more rate hikes needed despite slowing inflation. This article came out today, and that could have spooked the market. So that could be the reason why we saw this big sell-off here after hitting the high of day. So we did end up red on the markets today, probably because of that article. We're going to go look at the 6 month, actually we're going to look at the 180-day time frame. So looking at the 180-day time frame here, we are still technically in a downward trend. We're not out of this downward trend, even though the NASDAQ has gone back up to a bull market territory. We are not currently out of the woods. If we draw this trend line here, right, we're still in the downward channel. Right here, we have a support going down, and we have our lower high is still going down. So we're not out of the woods. We could technically still come down and make new lows. Where I would really love to see us push, for me to feel comfortable, is getting above this resistance right here. You can see we hit resistance here at 412, again right here at 412, and again. So if we could get above this resistance, I think then we're going to start showing signs of an uptrend, and we could potentially go up and break the next resistance at 15,241 right here, and then potentially go up to all-time highs. But we have a lot to accomplish before that even happens. We still need to get inflation down. There's still fears of a recession. There's still fears of earnings. There's just a lot happening right now that can affect which direction this market goes. So if you do decide to invest, be sure to go in with a position size that you know you can handle, and you're not going to get overly emotional if the stocks were to drop another 5-10%, right? Because we're still in this downward trend, right? Let me clean up this chart a little bit. We're still in this downward spiral. Even though we have seen a little bit of progression, things have gotten a little better with inflation slowing, and a lot of that is actually part to energy or gas prices coming down, right? That played a big factor in inflation. And they can actually go back up, right? We're not out of the woods by any means. We've just seen improvement and progress and steps in the right direction. We just need that to stay consistent if we are going to go up and retest this 15,233 level or all-time highs, right? We have a long ways to go. But these are opportunities that don't come around too often. You're going to hear a lot of people talking about this. If you can buy in with a position size that you know you can handle, and you can sit patiently and wait for the recovery, you can make a lot of money. You just have to be disciplined to go in with the right position size that you know you can handle, and just sit, right? Be patient, let the market do its thing. Dollar cost average in if you need to. If you want to, if the market drops more and you want to add more to your position, that's fine. Or if you want to add 2 winners, that's fine too. Some people prefer adding to winners over adding to losers, and some people prefer adding to losers over winners, right? Me personally, I do both. I like to think of quantity. If the market's going to drop, X percentage points, then I might end up buying back in because I'm thinking in terms of quantity, waiting for this recovery to happen. But I also add to my winners. So if you do decide to invest, be sure to go in the position sizes you can handle. We still have a long ways to go here. Things could sell back off. Now, what I'm anticipating happen here is that we get a bit of a pullback, maybe back down to this past what was a resistance, which is now a support at 1280. Let's see, 12,882. Maybe we get a pullback back down to that support level to make that higher low and come back up and continue making higher highs. That's what I want to see happen. Will it happen? I don't know. Nobody knows. But I do want to see us maybe come back down, make a bit of a higher low to then push us back up higher. So if you guys do decide to invest, make sure that you do it carefully and you be patient. Do it with a position size that that you can handle. So just gonna keep this video short and sweet for you guys. Just want to do a little bit of a recap on the market and what it did and where I see it going. If you like this kind of content, be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. There are daily YouTube shorts coming out. We're posting several of those shorts daily. So be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to catch those. And guys, I will see you in the next one. Cheers.